Last year was a very crazy race day, having to start from the back more or less, and crazy emotions. But it looks like the coming days there's a bit of rain around, even though I think on Sunday maybe the least amount. But around here in Sao.Paulo the weather can change every day, because I think if you look at the weather forecast every day, you get a different projection. So we'll see. I mean, dry, wet, we're ready for it. The last few races have been better. We've been consistently on the podium, which I think is already a massive improvement compared to the rest of the season. We just try to be as competitive as we can be. I know that there's still like this outside chance also to fight for the title, so we'll do our best and we'll see where we end up. Well, it's been lucky and unlucky to me, actually. One time, of course, leading the race, getting taken out. But I think in general, for me, it's always just very nice to be here. The fans are amazing. The support that you get here is really crazy. They're super passionate about Formula One. And also, the grandstands are very close to the track. So for me, it is always very special to race here. And of course, if you can win on the track as well, that makes it, of course, even better. Ayrton was from Sao.Paulo, right? And so naturally, of course, the connection lays deeper. Here, he has achieved he created many emotional moments for Brazil as well. But at the same time, I think also there have been many great Brazilian drivers in the history, and I think it's always very important to look back at that and cherish these moments. It's not only, of course, with Gabi, but running the sim racing team, then in real life the GT3 team, like trying to bring young talent through the sim racing into real racing is a big passion of mine. I do quite a bit of sim racing with Gabi on F1 related stuff now, of course. But what I like, he's just a nice guy. Like, he has a really good heart. He's just very passionate about the sport. And of course, clearly he's a super fast driver. Otherwise, you don't make it to Formula One. So we get on very well. Of course, also now, he lives in Monaco, so it's easier to meet up. And of course, when you are a rookie, there's still things that you need to learn. And, when he's asking questions, because he's very keen and he wants to learn, I'm very happy, of course, to answer them, because I've been going through that same phase when I was a rookie. So yeah, whenever I can help, I try. But at the same time, it's just because he's a nice guy, you just get on very well. And yeah, I really hope for him, of course, that the coming years are going to be great. But I think he can already look back at a really good rookie season. As you know, it's very hard to be able to race in real life. It's very expensive, and if you look at the racing world nowadays, it's a very limited amount of countries that actually the drivers are coming from. And I want to try and create the opportunity that it doesn't matter where you come from in the world, if you are good and fast enough, that we can create some kind of opportunity for young drivers, male, female. It really doesn't matter, so that's where we have the sim racing team for. First of all, we can see how you progress also as a driver, and we can help you there, of course, to become better. And if we really see the potential that you can be a really, really good driver, we'll move you into the real world. And that's what happened basically this year for the first time with the team, with one of our drivers, and he's been doing really well. So it's a very exciting project also for the coming years. Every year is a bit different, right? I mean, all the titles that I've won, the enjoyment has been different for different reasons. So I think that is also, in its own right, I think also very beautiful. I think the one in 23 probably, where, we were really competitive as a team, and, we were trying to win every single race in the season. For me, that was still the most enjoyment over a season. Also this season, tough, I think, overall season. We had difficult moments, but then, still a few nice wins as well at the same time. But for sure, the enjoyment, I would say, was the highs in 23. I never grew up saying or thinking I need to win 7 titles, 6, 5, 4. For me, I just wanted to be a Formula One driver. That was my goal. I wanted to be good at what I was doing. A lot of these kind of stats or, championship, sometimes you need a bit of luck in your life as well, right? That you are the right team for a good period of time. So for me, I'm already very happy with what I'm doing. I will, of course, continue to do so, definitely for a few more years. And as long as I enjoy it, you know, that's for me the most important. It's not about trying to chase 7 titles, or it's not something that is in the back of my head, because let's say if you tell me, like, Max, you have to retire now, will I be sad that I don't have 7? No, absolutely not, because I'm already very happy with what I'm doing. I have a lot of passion projects outside of Formula One, so for me, like I said before, as long as I'm happy, I continue doing what I'm doing. If I'm not happy, I can very happily and easily say, I stop now, and I'm also happy in doing other stuff in my life, you know, and that keeps it very easy and simple for me. Of course, the traveling is always, let's say, the hardest bit, right, to be away from the family, but that's why, in between the races, you either, of course, try to go home as fast as you can, or, for example, now, after Mexico, we stayed out here in Brazil already, so just trying to spend as much time as you can together, really have these moments together in between the races, and of course during the race weekends you FaceTime and stuff like that, of course 24 races a year is a lot, but that's your job, you know, and that's what you have to deal with. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I will do other stuff, a little bit of racing, but also at the same time the projects that I already have, you know, with the sim racing team, trying to guide these talents with my own racing team, and besides that, spending more time with my family. I want to be able, at still a decent age, you know, to travel maybe the world a little bit, stuff like that. For the moment the focus is on Formula One, and just trying to do the best I can.